Welcome to my channel, Gadgets for Gentlemen. In this video I'm going to do a very quick review of the ORIENT SOMA. Before I start this review, let me throw in a quick wristwatch check. So today I'm wearing this Seiko Sharp 033. I have more videos on this watch on my channel and I really like this watch. It's no longer in production and it was produced only for the Japanese market. I wear it on the original stainless steel bracelet. We can find a beautiful exhibition case back, and at the 3 o'clock position we can find this beautiful signed crown. I really like this watch. On my other wrist I'm wearing the Mi Band 2. More videos about this activity tracker / smartwatch you can find on my channel. So today we're dealing with this gorgeous little dress watch that measures only 37.5 millimeters across, excluding the crown. We have a thickness of 12.2 millimeters and a lug width of 17 millimeters. We have a screw down solid case back, and we can find that ORIENT logo in the back. Water resistant 50 meters. And we have an in-house automatic movement, the ORIENT caliber 48743. As you can see, we can find quite a simple leather bracelet. And again, we can find the ORIENT name on this bracelet. ORIENT is a Japanese watch manufacturer that has been around for a long time. And I believe it's part of the Seiko group. We can find the ORIENT logo on the clasp. I think the watch strap is made from calf leather and it has some croco pattern on top. I must say, for this price point of only $114 US, I think the original leather strap is not bad. For me, the number one reason to purchase this watch and to test it out was that combination of a beautiful dial with this guilloche, this pattern that you can find here, in combination with those Roman hour markers and those blue hands and a very subtle date wheel at the 6 o'clock position. So the reason I bought this watch is because I think it looks rather classy and it comes at a very low price point of $114. I thought, let's go give it a shot. As you can see here, the lugs of the watch, they curve down a little bit. But overall, I must say the thickness of this watch is quite huge for a watch that does not really have domed crystal. It might have a slightly dome. I can feel a slightly dome, but it's not huge. And I think the automatic movement inside, it's quite simple. There's no hand winding, there's no hacking. So I think this watch could have been made better if the case of this watch was a bit slimmer. If they could reduce the size to about 10 millimeters instead of the 12.2. I think this watch would have been a killer for the price point. So as you can see, this watch is very, very pretty. We can see that the date wheel has a bit of a different color compared to the dial. And again, that structure of the dial, I think it's done quite remarkable, especially at this price point. And here you can see that blue second hand smoothly ticking across this dial. With this in-house automatic movement, you get about 40-hour power reserve. And if you're not a fan of a white dial and blue hands, there's plenty of other options. This watch comes in 4 editions, and I will put some photos here for you to see. There's a version that comes with a gold case and a gold dial. There's a version with a white dial and a white leather bracelet. There's a version that has a brown dial and a brown bracelet. And then finally we have this, I think, beauty that has a black leather bracelet, a white dial and blue hands. The blue hands really play with the light, as you can see here. Sometimes the hands look black, sometimes they look, well, they are blue, but sometimes they look black. And that all depends on the light. At the 12 o'clock position we can find that Orient logo. What I can say all in all, I think this is a very pretty dress watch. With its size of 37.5 millimeters, I think this watch can fit both ladies' wrists as well as men's wrists. What they could have done better, I believe, is in terms of the bracelet. If they went for, or the lock with distance, I think they should have gone for 18 millimeters. Because when you want to buy an aftermarket leather strap with 18 millimeters, you have far better options than looking for a watch strap that only has 17 millimeters. I think the polishing on the case is done pretty well. It looks very sleek, and so far I have not picked up any scratches with this mineral crystal. I'm not sure what I will do with this watch, because to be honest, I think it's a great watch, but to my liking, I think the case is a bit too thick, and I have been looking for the Hamilton Intramatic. I think that case is more remarkable. It's much thinner, and it comes with a domed crystal, just like my Orient Star Classic. So I'm thinking about upgrading to that watch, but that watch obviously comes with a hefty price tag. If you like the design of this watch, then you can also have a look at the Orient Star Classic, which comes at about double the price point. And if you really want to spend a bit more, then you can have a look at Frédéric Constant, which is a Swiss watch brand. And they have a model that also looks very classy. And finally, I think Tissot has a few watches, including the Le Locle, which you might also like. They come in a black dial and a white dial, metal bracelet, leather bracelet. To sum it up, I think this is a really beautiful watch. I'm actually quite surprised by the amount of finishing. I think the watch looks very pretty. I like the fact that there's actually a few options to choose from. Maybe you like a gold case, maybe you like a rosé gold color case, or maybe just like me you like this silver case with a white dial. Please let me know in the comment section which you think looks pretty. As you might know, I live in Europe and I purchased this watch at creationwatches.com. I paid 102 euros for this specific model, and I needed to pay an additional 39 euros of import duties and taxes. So please be aware, if you buy watches from outside of your custom area, you might need to pay additional import duties. So all in all, I paid about 140 euros. And I think for that price point, with an in-house Japanese automatic movement and this gorgeous dial and Roman numerals, I don't think you cannot go wrong with 140 euros on a proper dress watch. All in all, I think, yeah, I can highly recommend this watch. I think it's a great purchase. It might not be the very best, but at this price point also, there are not many automatic watches with a very dressy and classic look. So for you, this could be just about the right watch. Other than that, I could recommend the Orient Bambino, which is made by the same company. It has a slightly improved movement, and the watch is much bigger than this one, so that That is the reason that I did not buy the Orient Bambino. So here I have the Orient SOMA on my wrist. As you can see, my wrists are quite small with only 6.3 inches. And I think this black leather bracelet suits my wrist quite well. We can find that Orient clasp with the brand name. We have several holes in the bracelet, so you should be able to find the proper fit. Bracelet is quite sturdy, very solid. And also pay attention when I shake the watch. The movement quite rattles, and I think that's the rotor in action. Let me bring it to the microphone. So that was me shaking my wrist, and you could hear that rotor spin, charging up the movement. Once again, I think a great watch at this price point of $114 US. I think this is the best purchase that you can do. I also mentioned a few other watches that come at a higher price point that might suit your needs better, or your style, accommodate to your style better. If you enjoyed my video, then please like my video and subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Instagram @GadgetsForGentlemen. Please stay tuned to my channel, many more videos to come. And thank you so much for watching. See you soon.